What's going on? We're back at the pond. This is Kermit the Frog. First of all, I want to thank each and every single one of you, for 100 and count them 2 subs. Last time I checked, it was 102 subs. I didn't think we'd ever reach that goal. I thought that I was just going to be hovering between 80 and 90 perpetually forever. But you guys made it possible. It lets me know that you guys want to see more of what the frog is posting. So, without further ado, let's just jump into today's video. You can see that I have 3 yellow characters on the screen. Alright? And this is going to be, I don't know, I guess a kind of opinion-based video. Let's just start off with, what I've been seeing in the community. I've seen a lot of people that I don't know how good at the game they really are, or if they just, it's their favorite character. But I've heard extensively, this is the best yellow character in the game. Somehow he has passed up Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Baby 2. I completely just don't agree with that. All right. And then when I say, my piece on why I don't think he's the best, people will say, "Oh, well, you're just a Gogeta fan." They just start, going on some, non, relevant tirade of how I hate Gogeta. No, that's not the case. Gogeta is my favorite character in the game. I'll have to post my Legends Rewind thing, but yeah, this character here is my favorite character in the entire game. Okay, in the entire world of Dragon Ball, there's not a character that comes close to the love that I have for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. All right, back to this. I live in America, okay? So the metas in America, Europe, and Japan, and everywhere else, they're a lot different. When I go to PvP, I constantly fight this guy, constantly fight him, but I fight him with, the Boo Duo, the second one, the Vegito unit. And then it's like Ultra Gohan or like God Goku or Ultimate Gohan. And it's just like, okay, you're using the anniversary team with, a different character in the leader slot. I always kill this character first. And they always sack this character first. It's very rare that I get into a match where they actually are able to fuse into Gogeta. And once they do fuse into Gogeta, I don't have a problem dealing with him at all. Like, at all. He's not a character that I am scared of. I do think they messed up his kit pretty bad. Like, before he fuses, Goku and Vegeta, they are really good. Extremely good. The one thing I don't like is their disrupt. It's just key. All you got to do is switch to a different unit or pop, your main ability, and you're back up to 60, 70, 80 key or 100. The assault chain. The assault chain is very, when I say broken, I don't mean this in a good way. It's not how it should be. The assault chain should have, how can I word this, man? Because this is, they messed up not putting the green and the blues in the assault chain. If you get what I'm saying, and that there's no card draw speed attached to the assault chain. Like, maybe if he filled up his gauge greatly every time he used a strike card, it gave him another strike card. Then yeah, the assault gauge would have been really good. If the green was, part of the assault chain, and if the blue was also a part of the assault chain, then we'd have something on our hands here. Because you don't have to worry about being interrupted by UI's gauge or Ultra Gohan's gauge or Janemba's gauge or Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta's gauge. Like, there are a lot of gauges out there that stop you from comboing. And if they really wanted to counter all of those, they should have made the assault chain, that broken. But that's obviously not the case. I think partially part of it is because, he's not the Part 3 Ultra. And, that's a lot of characters to cover. And I don't know if they wanted him to outshine the Vegito, because you know how they feel about Vegito in this game. Vegito and Gohan are the golden children of this of this game. So yeah, man. So in my opinion, I think it's basically a toss up between UI and Baby here. Man, Baby is just so, he gets very dangerous in 2v3 situations. Very, very dangerous, because your opponent doesn't have that third option, a third character anymore. So that just takes away one more of their vanishes, and you already don't have a lot to work with. You only need to hit Baby 3 times to, for him to take your vanish, and then you can't really do much. You can't do much at all. Baby's going to retaliate, and he's going to do a lot of damage if he doesn't, just straight up solo your team. I've had a ton of matches where it is just Baby soloing a team. If I continue to pump LFZ power into him and get him to, 10, 12, 14 stars, like, I will be the only one saying probably that he might not age for quite a while. Because for one, he has his Zenkai buffs. He has access to really good equipment. And I mean, dude, that gauge, I can't stop talking about it. That gauge is busted. It really truly is busted. You get a blue card, you take away the vanish. I mean, that the green card's busted. You get into a situation where you can literally sit in mid range and the opponent can't do anything. it gets to that point where you have a green card in mid range, and if you have a strike card, the opponent can't do anything. If they tackle, you just use a strike. You don't use a strike card. You use the green, and then you just combo no really. And then let me not talk about the blue card that what is that? It obscures your hand for what, 10 counts? I mean, what is that? What kind of mechanic is that? Okay, it's 5 timer counts. And then if the unique gauge is full, you get 20% extra special move damage inflicted for 3 counts. Nullify, unfavorable elements for 10 counts. And you nullify endurance. Goodness. Sorry. But, yeah, dude, this character is really, really slept on. I don't even understand why. I don't understand how people say that this character is better. And maybe it's because, I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful or rude when I say this, but there are definitely different tiers to Dragon Ball Legends players. Like, there's players that actually know how to play the game, players who kind of know how to play the game, and then the players who don't know how to play the game and then complain and, blame the characters. That's not the case. It's the player, not the character. So I don't know. Maybe they get a combo going against UI or Ultra Gohan, and they get him to low health, and by some miracle their gauge also depletes, and then they use a blue card and LF him, and they're like, "Oh, Gogeta Blue's the best in the game now." I was looking at Garesh's tier list because it's not a top 10, it's a tier list. I was waiting for when Baby was gonna make his entrance into that list, because I know Goresh probably thinks that UI is better than Baby, but I needed to know what his thoughts on when it came to Baby and Gogeta. I'm pretty sure he said he thought Baby was better, which I also agree with. But I do think that he may be a little better than UI. That's just me. I think because they both have a lock in, um, and Baby gets his vanish on his lock in. So I don't know. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Again, thank you for 100+ subs. We're gonna keep going. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Like, sub, share, all that good stuff.